Hello friends, welcome to another Rust Section Blue video. We have our favorite players Sashkorin and Sawatka, which is obviously Monger. Why did he change his nickname? Due to a joke that Sashkorin has made. Looking at the spawn, we have one small wood line, other one is a bit bigger, but not too much, obviously some basic iron, a fish to bait the players and make them sad, but they cannot take it. This hill is too steep to make a warehouse, but look here. That's a whole 500 foot, 1000 and 2000 here, a bunch here. Look at this, so much food. And besides the fishes, there are cows, but obviously cows are less worth it. Because not only can they run away if you do some bad choices, but also you take them slower, and they have less capacity. On the left or the right side of the game, you have some wood lines, some bigger ones on the bottom, normal ones, well, normal. I guess there are small ones on the middle, and big ones on the top, of course, because it's symmetry. Now, what we should expect from this game is either a bulwark rush or a proxy, or a bulwark rush into a proxy, and boats if it will get into some later game. What else can we expect? We can expect some good walling. You wall this, make some buildings here, and the opponent cannot go in. But what can you defend here? Nothing. Basically, you cannot defend anything on this map. And somehow from the wait, how? This is interesting. You wanna... This must be some new bug in the game. Let me screenshot this right now. Okay, sorry for the time. I was just curious about this bug. I will report it to the developers, but it's quite funny to see. But I'm sure they don't have this vision. I mean, at least they shouldn't have. And at the same time, somehow Monger without the bulwark has much more vision than Sashkorin. But whatever, let us go a bit faster, because this, of course, is the same every game. Warehouse, house. Sashkorin is getting his scout at 14 workers. Monger is 1 worker behind, due to maybe forgetting, and getting his... Did he? I think... No, Monger did his scout at 17 workers. He must have forgot. Getting his upgrades at 19 workers, I think. Sashkorin as well. Very nice, very nice. Although both of the workers are blocking themselves, let us slow down now. But Monger has gotten the warehouse, which Sashkorin has not yet. He wanted to scout something there, but he couldn't find it, so he will most likely make it here, yes. Looking at the difference of resources, we can see that it's basically the same. Now Monger has remade some workers somehow, and are both at the same amount. Now looks like Sashkorin is going for a defensive reduction, which is interesting to see. It's a good choice, yes. Both of those players are going for it. But they honestly might be doing it to counter proxy. Interesting. Good choice though, good choice. It's not like it's a bad choice. Just quite curious to see. Those players don't often do it. They usually play aggressive in the early game. But I suppose those warriors would do quite well against those tigers and boars. Getting the fish now. Monger is... Wow! What happened, Monger? What is this? You're pop capped and you have barely any resources. You're again... Okay, 5 is the maximum, please don't make more. just take this fish and Sashkorin. Sashkorin, despite having a full army of warriors, is doing better. Huh? What happened? 4 berries? More berries. He did take the berry upgrade. Why does Monger has less resources? They both took this fish. Oh, Sashkorin is taking this fish with 6 workers. Now that does make sense. Although what doesn't is that Monger went fast Asia with warriors, which basically makes his eco terrible. I might have said it already on some other video, but of course I'll say it again. When you go fast Asia at 33 workers, 35 workers, you don't really do any army. Why? Because when you hit Bronze Age, you run 0 food. Simple as that. Now you may ask, how am I going to defend with no army? And that is simply good base building and bulwarks. Of course, Mogen does not have those bulwarks, nor does he have the good base building. He has a decent one, but there's still a lot of gaps. So, choose to make the army. Let's see how it will end up for him. So far, it's looking very grim. Sashkorin is just exploding his economy. Maybe he is going late, but at the same time he's going to just simply upgrade everything, and I'm sure he has just a bit more workers. Those warriors are going in for that food. He knows that Quick Asia does not have a lot of food at the start of the game. Like I already said as well, this is the point where you can hurt Quick Asia the most. At the start of Bronze Age, if you even simply slow down these workers working on that food, it will hurt them a lot. It's not like he can get anything right now. What he has to do is simply run around and slowly kill those warriors. It must be very annoying for him as well, and the only way he can speed this up is by sacrificing workers to fight with. He lost about 1, 2, 3 workers. Not bad at all. Good job, Monger. Let us see. Sashkorin is recreating another army. He got some bulwarks in case. Not a lot, but enough. Got 3 cows if he didn't have food. Okay. 4 fighting pits. Getting the pop upgrade. Monger now is doing way better. Got back into form. Didn't lose too many workers. He is sitting at 40 workers. With some warriors. Not full pop, which he should get like almost instantly, because it's important, and he is getting it. Sashkorin on the other hand has less pop, less resources due to bad management, also not a lot of workers on it, and now he has full pop. They are going head to toe, with the big difference though that Sashkorin has, hold this on for me, 45 workers when Monger has 2 less. That's not a big difference actually. Just 2 less workers with the huge advantage of resources, but Monger does hurt himself, but no making these houses. Come on. Chop, get it to work. You have the resource, make those houses. If you don't, you won't have army. And don't wait for nothing with 37 warriors. Why? Because you cannot make workers. What are you going to do with warriors just on defense? Stop the production, you will pop cap yourself, and he did. He cannot make workers, with no workers he cannot go next stage. And the warriors simply went the other way and will deal some damage, which is why you would never ever wanna play defensive with warriors. They are simply not good enough on it. But somehow Sashkorin decided to not go for the eco, which actually proves that Monger was right this time. Maybe he expected his opponent to play bad, Or maybe it was just lucky. Now Sashkorin notices the mistake, tries to go in, but it's simply too late. Monger has fixed his food eco, I mean just a bit, and will not probably go for a counter-attack. Biggest problem though, he is not making workers right now. Why? Too much army, PopCap still making more. You cannot play like this. You are at 45 workers to 53. That's now almost a 10 worker difference from a 2 worker difference, while not losing a single worker due to army. Simply your own mistakes. Remember, if you have too much army, delete 1 or 2 warriors, stop reproduction. If you need it, you will start it again. Workers are more important. Do not forget. Now, what those both gentlemen need is simply some fishing to maximize their eco as well. Both of them take the vision upgrade. Yes, they can make workers. They want to stock up on some resources, so they take the upgrades. The difference is though is that Sashkorin is not yet taking iron, while Monger is. So maybe even what I'm talking about, he's too back in those workers. He will not go back into the lead, especially while making more warriors. This is killing him. He cannot play like this. Good job on splitting his army though. Very nice choice, very nice. Especially with a hard base building map like this, he can sneak a lot of warriors in. But those towers will surely help out Sashkorin quite a lot. He can always hide his workers now, even though they are expensive. I know, Asia towers are cheap, but making things that will not help you while fighting proves the resources to be used as, of course, while pushing your enemy, which makes them expensive. Those towers are only used on defense. What you want to do in what section? Either, unless you play Europe, then you wanna constantly attack as Asia. Now, Monger might be the one getting the population and worker advantage because he's taking out the houses. But no, Sashkorin had some extra ones, which actually saved him. No, that is Monger, I'm sorry. Sashkorin does not have extra houses and is losing population right now, but he has a lot of wood. So both of these players are losing a lot of workers. That's rare for them, but I guess everyone has a bad day. Monger has played it very well with those warriors, could have played it much better though, but still, nothing to cry about. Maybe we'll even kill some workers. Please kill this worker, it's not worth it to go there. Kill this worker, kill this worker. He will not kill that worker. Why? Probably isn't looking. Kill this worker then. Please. Yes! At least one worker down. Better than nothing. And Sashkorin is back into football right now, even though he evened out his resources with Monger and has less production. So what Monger has to do right now is go here, make towers and hold his army there. And simply win the game. He can get some rams, he can get stuff. If he goes here, he can go from R3 sides. Why is that important? Because he will control all of this. What Sashkorin will have? Nothing, no. Obviously, he needs to hope that he scouted this, because if he did not, Sashkorin would have an easy access to the resources, which he doesn't want him to have. Monger right now is going to Iron Age very late as Quick Asia, 14 minutes, and Sashkorin is also going to Iron Age. But can you see the difference in workers? It's 52, I'm pretty sure, to 52 as well. The difference is even out and Monger is fast approaching Iron Age. Good job, you made it, buddy. Now, once again, splitting his army, Sashkorin is taking the iron from the far, which is a questionable decision because if Monger goes there, he can slow him down so badly, he might as well lose the game right now. The question is if he did scout that place. No, he did not scout it. Now, this is a big mistake. This is why scouting is so important. You see, if those workers say bye-bye, you can say your Iron Age bye-bye. If you say your Iron Age bye-bye, you say your game bye-bye. Why? Yes, you can put those there, but it will take time. 7 workers you would have to otherwise remake. It's a lot, and there is nothing to defend them there. This is a problem a lot of boys play struggling with, scouting. Make sure, Monger, to fix your scouting. I know that you're watching this, I know that you're laughing out of cringe right now. Fix your goddamn scouting! Just kidding, of course. Not about the scouting part though. Of course, Monger is doing some heavy damage with those warriors, just as expected. Those towers... Actually, why did he not hide those workers in the towers if he made them? If they are purely for DPS, then you might as well not make them, you have your army for that. And Monger is going to be annoying right now. He simply wants to give himself some time. And do exactly as I predicted. What can Sashkorin do right now? He can make ramps, yes. But what Monger can do right now? Camp with archers, yes. Looking at his eco though, wouldn't you say it's struggling a lot, isn't it? What Sashkorin is doing simply fine. And unfortunately, by an inch, he does not see this. His vision is barely not hitting it. Very unlucky. And if he does not upgrade this tower, it will go down. It's a very bad moment to be at 0, Mr. Monger, that is not making workers. Not sure what your plan is there to not make workers, they don't require wood. But... you fucked up your game, didn't you? You have to mine all of this. Even stone would be better. They are just blocking them, just walking around. Okay, now you're making those workers, now you're doing it. Of course, what you have to do is get those wood lines. This one, maybe the stone, and most importantly this one. You can just wall this off, have all of this for yourself. You can just live a luxurious life. Those 2 towers were down. They didn't have to, but they did. Nothing you can do about it. Funny how the explosion decal is bigger than the tower itself. It's kinda looking at us like a sponge. I'm sure some people with those whole phobias are not having a good time right now. Monger, what is Monger planning? Sashkorin is, I think, winning right now. Monger has 1,000 resources, but still not any brave warehouses, where Sashkorin is asking Iron Age. And wouldn't you know, he has so much... well, he doesn't have a lot of workers to be honest, because of his stone workers being dead. But yes, he can go medieval right now. And honestly, since he's choosing to be pop-capped, yes, you might as well. It's quite interesting to see that both of those players are not making use of fishing. And obviously fishing is so important in this game. And Monger once again playing his army. I can already hear Sashkorin being mad about it. On the other side, Monger is struggling a bit with his eco. They are spreaded, but not spreaded perfectly. And simply those warehouses need to go, beside this one. Those workers need to go as well. Just not die, but go to this wood line or the stone. Better than what they are doing right now, because they are not doing anything, let me tell you. Monger is not going next stage. He will lose because of that, despite having more workers. He simply does not use his advantage. And he did not for a long time. His army is simply standing his base? Why? Why would you lose your forward pace? Oh, come on, don't tell me you were running around with archers and didn't bother to click F2. All of this will go down because of your stupid mistake, and your workers will as well. He's finally going medieval, but look at this. Sashkorin is more than halfway. Those workers are simply carrying it. At those towers, well, it did go down. And so will this one. I think he's doing a big mistake by not focusing the one that's being upgraded. Has low armor while upgrading. Well, it will take some time. But right now he has to stand here. As you already know, probably better players that are watching this video, is that Mounted Samurai will finish this game instantly. But to get Mounted Samurai we have to wait. If they want to be desperate, if they want to be cocky, they can use Ronins. Ronins not too good, but I mean, since just one more tower they would do. It really depends on what kind of tower it is, how many. I suppose one medieval tower can be enough. Not to kill the Ronins, but to defend the workers. Let's speed up a bit. Sashkorin just hit medieval. His resources are struggling a bit, but no, monger is actually fine. Oh, don't destroy this! Kill the workers! Kill them! Slaughter them all! Yes, yes. Very good. That gave him so much time, you won't believe it. Right now what Sashkorin has to do is push out with some extra pop that he doesn't have because he has no wood. Oh, despite monger failing in so many things, Sashkorin is just not playing aggressive enough. And this wall, what's the point of it if you can go all of this length? It's good in Bronze Age, but right now there's nothing that can really stop this. And if you're going to make it here in medieval, we might as well make a wall like this and like this. And instead of having, I guess this will be open. Yes, you can do this if you want a box. I guess that's a good idea. Put all of your workers here, away from the button, and he will go in, baited to the towers. That will work, yes. Yes, it will. Now, checking the workers. Sashkorin is of course down to 44, while monger is at 60. 61 now. Not a lot, due to the lost time, but something. He's lacking food. Why? Poor management. A bit too close to the iron as well. And he's taking this stone. I mean, yes, I said to take it, but don't you think 13 workers is a bit of an overkill when you have an entire wood line right there? And right here. The longer you take taking this, the riskier it becomes, remember. And that's quite interesting. Monger went back. He should be pushing. Oh, yes, he should be pushing Sashkorin right now. He doesn't have food. Why is he not? He knows he killed workers. He needs to think like he's better right now, and he indeed is on a better place. Killing this army would make it impossible for Sashkorin, to simply deal with stuff. But the longer you give him, the slower you will kill this army, the more food he has, and the more army he will be able to produce. Both of the players have good eco, although it is quite questionable with monger's choices when it comes to wood lines. Sashkorin as well, but Sashkorin is in a risky position, of course, so it's understandable. But monger, he really needs to use this. He simply does not. And the cannons are coming in a bit far. but at least it's safe. Splitting his army as always, being a bit annoying. It's good. The more you tilt your opponent, the more he will lose, the more he will panic, the worse he will play. These towers are doing their job. Not doing a lot of damage, but simply just getting out some DPS. Just a little bit. Spreading his army did help us hold on. And it seems like it's a really hard time for Sashkorin. Of course, it's not the first time in the game, but like I said, zero food. Now the bots are coming in, they are super late, as we know, only in medieval. But at least they are there. It's not like with Tentcry now, who has no boats. Which is obviously worse. And still didn't go to any woodlines. So probably just focused a bit too much on the fight. Sashkorin has got up to around 60 workers, 60 plus, almost 70, while Monger has almost 80 at this point. So Monger will be second medieval soon. Now, D2, Monger making rocket cannons, Sashkorin has also changed into rocket cannons. By themselves, they aren't too good, but while being defended, they can deal out some nice plus damage and chip out the units. At the same time, going for them, it does kill them, but they don't take any iron, so they are basically free as long as you have wood. And this army, as you can see right now, it is far from being free. Yes, he does have food, but he's trying no wood. And remaking those chickens will hurt it as well. Simply you gotta keep pushing him and going up the age. I hope Monger won't forget about it, and I hope he replenishes his chickens. 87 worker is a bit too much. Come on, go next stage. You don't wanna hit the 90 number. That's a bit excessive, don't you think? You will end up having to kill workers if you get to 100. And this is exactly what I was talking about. They don't have a lot of damage, only 70. But when there's a lot of them, when they are defended, they can be really scary. And Monger is of course right now struggling on food. They didn't spread out the chickens. The workers will block. And no boats. It's kinda too many workers for boats as well. But he really has to get them. The rocket cannons are doing their job. And those boats are as well. Basically saving Sashkorin in this game. Even though he's on 0. But not for long. As you could see, while he was pop-capped, his resources started going up insanely fast. And it will be like it, trust me. Is Monger going next stage? No, he's still getting more workers. This is a bit excessive. He does have the resources to go next stage. He does have 10,000 food! Sorry, 10,000 wood. 100 workers. And you're still mining it with powered warehouse. No! No! Why are you doing this? Monger, you're a good player. What's wrong with you? And the desperate runners are going in. As you can see, it takes them ages to kill those workers, but they're better than nothing. And why do you make it so far as well? Make it closer. This is too far. Closer. Okay, never mind. Will he go this next stage? Or will he simply lose the game? Looks like he wants to lose. Not even pushing Sashkorin right now. He's simply standing there. Not even making workers at this point. What a shame, Monger. What a shame. You've lost 4 opportunities so far, and it seems like you will lose even more. He can afford to lose those workers, honestly. He can. The question is, why does he not want to go second medieval? Like, why? Even if you don't need the units, maybe you don't like how their gameplay goes around. It's still the warehouse upgrade that will give you extra resources. Come on, man. Come on. Where's your medieval? You will lose. A fool. And looks like Sashkorin has got it. His outpost is not guarded by any means, which he should do. Just get the wall there. Oh, he wants to, I think. Nah. My bad, he does not. Monger is still not upgrading those. Okay, now he is. But I think you will all agree, it's way too late. Second medieval. Upgrades still not taken, sadly. No upgrades taken. Must just hit. But this upgrade is taken. And so is this. You know exactly what that means. Mountain Samurai. Just as predicted. And Monger keeps a blow back. Finally getting those Ronins in. Although, obviously not doing too much. 1 kill, not a lot. Maybe 2, 3. 3 kills. Of course, other horses would do much better. But it's something. And he's being annoying once again. Choconu? What are these trolls doing? Choconu is an anti-armor unit and you're making them against archers. His eco is terrible today. Took him so long to get here. And Mountain Samurai go in to save the day. Yay! Who would have thought that Monger will lose this game by not going next stage? Oh, so much lost potential. So many lost workers. So many innocent lives laid down simply by the sake of it. Why is Monger like this? Half of the games he plays really good, and he competes to be the top, and half of the other games he plays, he throws like a fool. It's so interesting to see how this person can have two sides of himself. It's like his little brother is playing the game. Wow. Sashkorin at this point is even going India with no trouble at all. Simply incredible. How did this tides turn? Monger was winning by so much. And he simply went to take a toilet break or something. I really don't even know. You gotta check things. You gotta be paranoid in this game. Just don't panic, of course. And yes, it looks good, this push. Monger got second medieval. What? You're telling me Monger... How? How do you fuck up so much that you're behind? You're 6% in front of Monger whilst being a whole age before. How did you fuck up so much? At least that there's no difference in resource. How do these players do it? They're at the same point of the game together. Incredible players. Although, I mean, workers must be there. Sashkorin has less workers while being just a little... That's why. Looks like those towers don't give him anything, huh? Quite interesting to see that despite both players playing similarly, they still managed to get in front of each other and then go back into the losing standpoint. How did they do it? How did Sashkorin also break his ankles? All he had to do is go next, and it somehow Monger decided to just sprint up to him. And due to being low on iron, Monger got tired faster than Sashkorin. And due to being low on food. And Hall even knows. I think he will have to cancel to defend. These boats are not doing enough anymore. They simply go too far. Oh, what happened with you, Sashkorin? How did it go like this? I thought this was going to be one boring game where only one side pushes, but these players always amaze me and always do a good job giving me those replays. I think that replays might be the one of the most entertaining ones by far. There's just always action and there's always going back and forth. They just love doing mistakes that bring them down. And at the same time, they love playing good that brings them up. I know I'm laughing at them a lot, but keep in mind, they are really good players. Do not forget. I almost thought that Monger somehow got later, but no, he almost has the pop-out rate. And let me tell you, once he does, it's GG. It's over. Now what are those workers doing? And how does he have so much? Okay, what else could he be doing, right? What else could he be doing? What he can do, I guess. Doesn't have the wood for it, okay. I'm sorry that you have to experience this Tiger King, 2 of your workers. At least they have a lot of damage. Oh, almost dead. Yes, you gotta get those balloons, but yes, you gotta get those resources. He didn't upgrade all of his workers, which is understandable. But I would upgrade some extra one. Did he? He did upgrade 5. But why? Why not put it here? Why block our warehouse placement? This game is 53 minutes long. I cannot believe this. A map with almost no resources took so long because those players did not want to abuse each other's weaknesses, at least not too much. It's looking like Monger will win, but keep in mind I've said it almost 8 times in this video and I've changed my mind. But the first... it might save him. Come on, get more food, come on. And Monger, get less food, get more wood, Monger. This is... actually it's not super much, just take those. Put them there. And for the love of God, take these workers and make that 2 warehouses. You need them. You do. This couple of days, Monger stackers. Oh, interesting. 2 in 1? No, it's just 1. It just something happened with the audio. And obviously he's going right there. But there's already a tier. Although, if he says it here, he can snap some workers. There's just too many balloons. There's just too many balloons. And too much cringe in this ego. Fix this, I'm begging you, fix it. No, not this too. Where are your houses? Of course you don't have them with no wood. No. Look at this, look at it, it's horrendous. Even Sashkorin has more wood. Even he has more wood. Just both sides of the walls, no food against the wood. Who will win? This entire game is just going back and forth. But now, Sashkorin did a big oopsie. Let us see what will come of this. Monger cannot really go in. I mean, to be honest, you can just stack up those balloons and go in. Nothing is protecting you. I mean, nothing is protecting... Oh my god, yes, do that. Destroy those houses. Kill it all. Oh yes, that's even better. Amazing. Amazing work from Monger's side. And they have to go up this hill. Kill those archers, kill them before they save him. Kill them. No, you didn't hit a single shot. You're useless. Useless balloons. Only work in large numbers. No, balloons are OP. They are the most OP unit in the sky. Obviously, though, he still didn't fix Chico. It's an hour. It's an hour-long game. How did you manage to stick that in when you have how did that happen? How? Okay, fast reaction by Monger though. They will never stop to amaze me. And now there's a very interesting moment because Sashkorin has no wood access. Stone is mined out, and his wood is too risky to take, which means it will soon be GG. To be honest, I have to say it was a very good game. Sure, a lot of mistakes from both players, but I'm sure they will fix them in the future. What matters is that they did both their best. And yeah, basically they did a good game. I'm sure it was entertaining to watch, especially with me screaming all over the place. I think I'm going to have to take some medicine for my throat after this game. But yes, there we go. GG. Good job, Monger. Do a better job next time, Sashkorin, of course. And there we go. That's your second video of the day, like I said. Now, how about you enjoy the rest of your day and maybe take something to eat, and I'll see you next time.